Hi guys! Okay, for this video we're going to be drawing different characters that are in our MBTI. The MBTI is the Myers-Briggs Types Indicator, which basically tells you how what your personality type is. For this video we chose 4 different categories to pick the characters. First one was one of your favorite characters from the bunch. For mine I got Haruka, and for Zom's
I picked Aino from Genshin Impact.
mine was from Milgram, by the way. For the second one, we picked one you don't know, but you like the design. I picked Ame from... I can't really say it, but I'll put the picture up. And then Zom's got...
I picked Elisa Leo. I mean, I know she's not a character, but I saw everyone else drawing her, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna hop on the trend. And also, she's just really pretty.
And then for the third one, we actually did that the other person picks. So for mine, Zom's actually picked Dave Strider from Homestuck.
What's wrong with Dave?
Nothing.
And I had to do, I don't even know how to say her name. Kei Siranuma from Kiss Him Not Me.
Tough. And then for the last one, we just rolled a random number. Mine was like number 64, I think. And I got Kaneki Ken from Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah.
I don't remember what my number was.
What'd you get?
I got Emily from Hazbin Hotel.
For my first drawing, I did get Haruka Sakurai from Milgram. Milgram is is a project created by Deco7, which is basically just these people who each killed someone, but you have to figure it out based on these music videos that they make from their memories, which is really cool. You guys should check it out. But for my drawing, I decided to draw him when he's dead. So I decided to make him floating around. I gave him wings for some reason, even though the actual design doesn't have any. I decided to draw this necklace that surrounded around his body, which was his mom's. The sketch was really easy to come up with because I already had the idea in mind with the whole composition kind of. But yeah, the coloring process was actually pretty fun. I tried this new coloring where it was these watercolored random colors, something that was saturated, desaturated, and really bright. I think it came out pretty good, honestly. I decided to give lighting from the top to add more depth. Anyway, this drawing was pretty easy for me to make because I had everything in mind of what I was gonna do. And I think it came out pretty nice.
So for the drawing that we had to pick, I decided to pick Aino from Genshin Impact. You know, when she first came out, I thought her design was really cute, and I was like, I need her. Even if she was a 4-star, I did not care. She was so cute. And for people who are into Genshin, Aino is a 4-star Hydro Claymore character, and she serves as an off-field Hydro applier and support, particularly suited for non-cry teams. So she is a very good support for say Sabai. She's just a very good support, and I love her design, her pink hair, her green sweater, and how she's so cute. So for the drawing, I just did something simple. I just decided to have her in a portrait with her arms down, this cute pose. The original drawing was larger, a larger canvas size. I don't know how to say, a larger format. But I didn't like how my anatomy was looking because I had started on paper because I've been going through the worst art block. But I started on paper and I just traced it from there. Yeah, I didn't like the anatomy, so I decided to cut it off. But I've been kind of experimenting with my style, so I feel my drawings in here are very simple, and this one, I don't know, it's alright. I don't really like it, but it's Aino. It's really cute. Yeah. So for the rendering, I just had my basic rendering, basic ones I usually have my other drawings. But yeah, I really love the Aino drawing. I think it came out alright. I love Aino, and I hope I did her justice.
The next character I decided to draw was Amo from Gachiakuta. I never actually watched this, but I have seen her a couple of times and I thought her design was pretty pretty. So I'm probably not explaining this right, but what I've searched up is that it's basically about this main character who goes into this place called the Pit, which is like a wasteland, I guess. And in this wasteland, there's these monsters that they have to fight using vital instruments that some of them get. And I guess the vital instruments are something that means something. Is something that's really important to them that they can turn into a weapon. That's all I know because I never actually watched it. For the drawing, I decided to I actually struggled on what I should draw, but I decided just for it to be like a half body, I guess. Her hair flowing in the wind. I decided to make it a pretty drawing. I tried my best. I decided to make her hand like she's putting her hair in between her ears because I didn't really know what to do with the other hand. And at first, I thought she did have a hand, but then I noticed in the design it was actually covered with clothes. I had fun drawing the hair. And I actually had a ton of fun coloring it. I decided to do another coloring method, like the Haruka kind of, but more showing, I guess. Yeah, so I just add splashes of colors that matched with the original color, and then I just rendered it a little bit. I didn't really add lighting to this drawing. I just made it bright everywhere. So she's in like this white void, but her hair kind of disappears. I liked how that looked. And then for the background, I decided to add these little flowers. And then I messed with the colors, which really helped the drawing a lot. Overall, I really like this drawing. I would fix up little things. Like, I think I made her eyes a little too big. But I changed it way too much. I had to stop. But yeah, that's my drawing of her. I think it came out pretty good.
So for my second drawing, I just decided to draw Elisa Liao. And I've seen her everywhere. I mean, she's not a character, but it's alright. She is an American figure skater, 2026 Olympic champion in both women's single and the team event. And I loved that she skated to Leve. I love Leve, so I just decided to draw like a picture of her with her medal, and like she was just smiling. I was like, I'm just gonna redraw it, and I didn't have like any other ideas anyway. But I think her hair is really pretty. I love her smiley and everything. Yeah, I had fun drawing her. I just did not like rendering her rings and her hair because I did not know how to, and it came out really messy. But I was like, I'm not just gonna keep sticking on this drawing, so I just stuck with it, and I didn't even come out that bad. Yeah, for the rendering here, it was also really simple. And like basically the same rendering as the Aino. So yeah, there's my Elisa Liao drawing, and I think this one came out alright.
For my third one, it was the one where Zoms actually picked, and she picked Dave Strider. Now, I never really got into Homestuck. I have drawn a couple of characters before, but apparently Homestuck just follows 4 kids who play a reality bending game called Suburb? Where it's basically an apocalypse, but they team up with trolls to create a new universe which basically focuses on time travel, fiction, and character growth, I guess. But yeah, the person I got was Dave Strider. Never drawn him before. Basically, I think he's a sarcastic, irony, obsessed, cool kid person. But for the drawing, I was looking up fan arts because I could not think of anything. But then I saw this one fan art that low-key looked like Pretty Girl Metro. And the gears started shifting. So I just decided to make him, it was pretty basic actually. He was just holding his headphones. And then out of the headphones, there's like this splash of Pretty Girl Metro stuff. Coloring process was really easy. I just made sure it was just white and red, so it was a pretty easy color palette. The black really made the red stand out. Like, for their sunglasses, it was originally just going to be black, but I decided to add red, and it made it really pop. Same thing for the hair. I also decided to give it red highlights. The thing I struggled on the most was the splash of Figure Metro, because at first I was originally just going to draw it all, but I don't really know how to do that. So I just mashed up a ton of photos, and I think it came out pretty good in the end. But then after I drew it, I realized it reminded me of certain things. But I think the drawing came out pretty good. It came out how I wanted it to, so I'm not that mad about it.
So for my third one, which is like a randomized wheel one we had, I got Emily from Hazbin Hotel. Wonderful, yeah.
Explain the show.
So I think everyone knows what Hazbin Hotel is, but Emily is a seraphim angel and a major supporting character in Hazbin Hotel. And yeah, she's an angel. Yeah, I didn't know what to do with the drawing. I also just decided to get a screenshot from the show and just redraw it because I was not gonna come up with an original pose or anything. And I think this drawing came out like actually pretty cute. I just didn't know what to draw. There's just a redraw of a screenshot. And I also did just stick with the same simple rendering. And also all these drawings are like in square format. And yeah, I think, yeah, like I said, I think this one came out pretty cute. It's just nice character choice. I think the colors really complement well though. Like the dark skin with like the light blue is like really cute. And I think her design is alright, I guess. I don't know. I kind of was like speedrunning this drawing. Yeah. There's my Emily drawing. And I think this one came out like the cutest of all of them.
The last drawing. It was randomized, and I got Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. Now, I have watched a few episodes, but I don't know where I left off, so I never really continued it. But it basically follows Ken, where he's a normal college student, but then he sees this other girl, and he turns into a ghoul, a half ghoul, actually. So I think the whole anime is just based off how he struggles with this shift of being human to ghoul. Doesn't really know what to do. And there's a lot of violence, tragedy, and he's just trying to find out his identity. And I don't know, I might watch it one day, because I was pretty entertained when I watched it. Now, for the drawing, I really struggled. I didn't really have any ideas like the other ones. So I really don't know what to do. I kind of rushed it, to be honest, but I just made him tilt his head, looking all smug, I guess. Yeah, I kind of just got this photo, and I copied it, like Zoms, looks. But I decided to keep the colors pretty the same. I actually tried grayscale, kinda, and then I just messed with a ton of color filters. I think it came out alright. It's not my best drawing, because I wasn't really motivated for it. But I wasn't that lazy. Like, it was a fun process, I guess. It made me learn new stuff for coloring. But the drawing's alright, I guess. Yeah, that's all I have to say for this drawing. It was pretty good. The colors are nice. And I figured out new coloring stuff. Yeah, that's all.
So for my fourth drawing, which was picked by the other one, I got Kay Siranu. I don't even know how to say her name, bro. She's ugly. Yeah. So I'm not even into this. I never watched this show. But Kei Siranuma is the protagonist of Kiss Him, Not Me, a fujoshi who becomes popular after losing weight due to the shock of her favorite anime character's death.
So sad.
in a live action movie. Wait. The plot follows is her as 4 attractive boys fall for her, but she'd rather see them fall for each other.
You didn't know?
Ew.
I know.
Oh heck no. Yeah, so it's just like yaoi fetishization, but yeah, I just decided to also redraw a picture I found because I was like, I'm not coming up with a pose or anything, and I did not want to really draw her, so it was just her, like, I don't know, writing in her stupid little yaoi book like a little freak.
What?
And yeah, she was smiling and happy and too jolly about it. So why does she have to be so obsessed with yaoi?
I don't know. I went into that anime not knowing it was about yaoi.
Yep, fetishizer. Yep. Amazing. I don't really like this drawing. It's alright, I guess. I also just did really simple rendering, but you can't really tell as much on this one because she's like pale as hell. So, this drawing's alright. I mean, there it is. Kei Siranuma, whatever her name is. Yeah.
Bye guys! Thanks for watching.
If you have any other ideas for us to do any videos on, comment down below.
Yes.
And tell me which one of your drawings is your favorite.
Ooh.